Exponential functions. Approximate the following number using a calculator, 4 to the negative 1.7. To do this on your calculator, first type the number 4. Then click the exponent key. Some scientific calculators are different. The exponent key can be the upward facing arrow key on your calculator, or it can also be the X to the Y or Y to the X button on your calculator. If you don't know where the exponent key is on your calculator, feel free to email your professor and they'll walk you through the steps. Once you locate your exponent key, you'll click that button and then you'll type in a negative 1.7. Your calculator should give you an answer of 0.09473228854. And we're going to round to 3 decimal places, so our answer is 0.095. Graph the given function by making a table of coordinates. Here we have f of x equals 1/2 to the x power. In order to graph the exponential function, we'll create a table of x and y coordinates. To do that, we're given a table here, and we're given values for x, which are -2, -1, 0, 1, and +2. We're going to take each of these values, plug them in for x into the function, and then create our ordered pair. So f of -2 is the same as 1/2 to the -2 power. And since this is a negative exponent, we can flip the fraction and make the exponent positive. So that's equal to 2 over 1 squared, which is 2 squared over 1 squared, and that equals 4 over 1, which simplifies to 4. So the ordered pair is -2, 4. Whenever we put in a 2 for x, we get a 4 for y. Now we're going to find f of -1. We have 1/2 to the -1 power, and that becomes 2 over 1 to the +1 power, which is 2 to the first power over 1 to the first power. That simplifies to 2 over 1, which equals 2. Our ordered pair is -1, 2. And whenever we plug in a -1, we get a +2 for y. F of 0 is 1/2 to the 0 power. Anything raised to the 0 power is 1. So our ordered pair is 0, 1. Next, f of 1 is 1/2 raised to the 1 power, and that equals 1/2. So our next ordered pair is 1, 1/2. And then f of 2 is 1/2 squared, which is 1 squared over 2 squared, and that gives us 1/4. So our last ordered pair is 2 and 1/4. Now we want to graph the function, and we're going to choose the correct graph when given 4 graphs here on the screen. So we have our ordered pairs that we found previously. Now we're just going to graph or plot each of these ordered pairs. So we'll look at each graph, and first we want to find a -2 to the 4. So graph A is automatically out because that point is not located on that graph. If we look at graph B, -2 is here, and then we want to go up 4, which would give us a point around here. So That point is not on the graph, so we know graph B is not our answer. Now if we look at graph C, we want negative 2 to the 4, which is this point here. We also want negative 1, 2, which is this point, 0, 1, and then 1/2, and 2 1/4. So it looks like all of the points are on this graph. So choice C is the correct graph.